Hello dear students, welcome to the next video on division of polynomials. Today I am going to tell you how using factorization you can perform division of polynomials. Let us begin. You can see I have written a question here. Divide 7p square q square into 9r minus 27 divided by 63pq r minus 3. So let us use the method of factorization to do the division of a polynomial by a polynomial. So in this, first let us write this in the form of the normal division, that is one below the other. Like generally when you are given that divide 12 divided by 3, you generally like to write it like this so that you can divide it easily. So I'm just writing it, the numerator and the denominator, in the form of a fraction. Now you can see that in this two expressions or polynomials, here we can see that 9 is common. So let me remove that 9 outside. So it will become, I am putting it into, you can put a dot, 9 bracket r minus 3, because if I open the bracket I will get this number, divided by 63. I can write it in the form of 9 into 7. Why? You can see that 9 and 7 are already there in the numerator of my polynomial. Now I have simplified this equation. So you can see that 7 and 7 can cut. This is taken as one term. So r minus 3 and r minus 3 is cancelled. Here 9 and 9 gets cancelled. So we will be left with p square q square by pq. That is, again it will reduce to pq. So our final answer is pq. So here, using the common factor method, I have taken out the common terms out and divided the polynomial. Now for a few more examples to understand how it is working. Divide 2x plus 7 into 5x minus 3 by 3 into 5x minus 3. So again let me just write it in this form, divided by 3 into 5x minus 3. Here already you can see that 5x minus 3 and 5x minus 3 is common, so I can cut it. Here 3 ones are, 3 twos are, so I am left with 2 into 2x plus 7. There is nothing else that we can cancel, so this is our result. Then in the next question, 2x plus 11x plus 15 divided by x plus 3. So now here you can use the method of splitting the middle term. So if I see the middle term is 11x. So if you remember, and if you have seen my last video, you would know that how to split the middle term. If you haven't, please go back and see the previous video. Now 11x, I have to break this term into two parts so that when I add I get an 11x, and when I multiply I get 15 into 2, that is 30. So I have told you about the prime factorization method. You can just do it and try the combination, like 6 and 5 will give me 11, isn't it? And when I multiply them I get a 30. So I can write 2x square plus 6x plus 5x plus 15 divided by x plus 3. Now I can take the common here out. So 2x is common, so x plus 3. Here 5 is common, x plus 3 divided by x plus 3. So again you know that we can write it 2x plus 5 and x plus 3 and x plus 3. Now again this is a common term, we can cancel, and the final answer will be 2x plus 5. So using the method of splitting the middle term, we have done factorization and then divided. So it makes our work easier. We will see one. So let us do the next question, which is factorize the expression and divide them as directed. So our question is 12pq bracket 6p square minus 13pq plus 6q square whole divided by 6pq into 2p minus 3q. So first let me write it in this form. 12pq are 6p square minus 13pq plus 6q square whole divided by 6pq into 2p minus 3q. Then already you can see some common terms are there, like p can cancel here because it is in into form, and q can cancel, and then 6 ones are 6 twos are. So we are left with 2r into 6p square minus 13pq plus 6q square whole divided by 2p minus 3q. Now we will use the basic method of splitting the middle term, so that when we divide the middle term into two such parts, so that we can get minus 13, and when we multiply we get 6 into 6 36. So how can I break it? 36, you can do the prime factorization to easily get the various combination of numbers. So like 9 and 4, yes, so 9 and 4 will give me 13 when I add and give me 36 when I multiply. So I'll write 6p square, because it is a minus here, take minus 9pq minus 4pq plus 6q square whole divided by 2p minus 3q. And then we will use the common factors, we will take it out. So here we can take 3p, so it will become 2p minus 3q, and here I can take 2q common, so it will become 2p minus 3q. So when I have a 3q here, you have to see that when I put a minus and minus, it will become plus 2p minus 3q whole divided by. So now I can group them, 3p minus 2q into 2p minus 3q whole divided by 2p minus 3q. So this whole term gets cancelled, and finally we are left with 2r into 3p minus 2q, which is our given answer. So I am now sure that you will be able to understand the different questions, and you will be able to divide a polynomial with a polynomial. I would kindly request you all to give me your valuable feedback in the comment section and tell me how you feel or like this video. Thank you.